Hey guys, it's your favorite wedding planner, Rachel Burt from As You Wish. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about my wedding. I actually get a lot of my clients that ask me about my wedding and why I made the choices that I made. So I wanted to give you guys a little behind the scenes look at that today. So as a wedding planner, I was actually in the industry for about 5 years before I even got engaged. So I had had a lot of time to think about what my wedding would be like and think about the design and what it would look like and where it would be. And so I kind of had a unique perspective on it because a lot of wedding planners actually get into becoming wedding planners because they get engaged and plan their own weddings. So I was kind of backwards in where I was actually a wedding planner before I was married. So it was a unique perspective and I really had a lot of time to think about it. Also, another side of being in the wedding industry, I really kind of felt like there was a lot of pressure. I felt like there were a lot of eyes on me and I just really wanted to meet everybody's expectations. So what was really important to me when planning my wedding was making sure that the wedding reflected both myself but also my fiance. Being a wedding planner, it would have been just really easy for me to just take over and do everything and make it all about me. But I wanted to make sure that, my fiance really, he was well represented and his style came out on the day and he felt just as much like it was his wedding day as much as it was mine. So with that being said, he's an artist. So we really got involved in the design process, me being a wedding designer and him being an artist. So we decided, we want to blow it out with lots of color. We want it to really reflect kind of our personalities and be fun and different and bold and be unlike something that anybody's ever seen before. So our wedding was at the W Hotel in Dallas. I actually chose that venue for a few different reasons, but with starting my venue search, I really wanted to have my wedding at a place where I hadn't done anybody else's wedding before. There are so many beautiful and wonderful locations to choose from in Dallas and beyond, but I knew I wanted to stay in Dallas and I knew that I wanted my wedding venue to be my own and to not be remembering back to other people's weddings, which is fabulous. I just wanted to make sure that I had my own day. Our wedding theme was actually be a part of our art. We sent out save the dates that were blind embossed that had that very phrase on it, and we sent it out with watercolor paint kits. And so guests got to paint the save the date, and actually the image showed up once you painted it. So from the very get-go, we wanted people to know this is going to be a really artsy wedding. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be fun. We had a really fun design. We had a big floral wall. We had all of Abel's art displayed in the cocktail hour, so it felt like people could kind of, peruse an art gallery throughout the cocktail hour to kind of give them something to do and showcase some of Abel's work. So it was really fun. Our sign-in book was actually a canvas that people got to sign and paint on during the cocktail hour. So actually the groom's cake was even designed after one of my fiance's paintings. So it was a complete replica and another really cool way to showcase his art. So overall, we had lots of fun, bright colored centerpieces, brightly colored napkins. We were not afraid of color. So we had a really fun time coming up with the design of this event. So regarding my wedding dresses, my ceremony dress was actually a Berta gown, and I bought it at Bridal Boutique of Louisville. And when I put it on, I just knew it was the one. Absolutely loved it. And a really fun fact is actually my maid of honor picked it out at the store. And later, when it was time for her wedding, I picked out her dress. So it was a really fun bond that we have. Then, as many of you know, I actually got my reception dress on Say Yes to the Dress at Kleinfeld in New York. If you're interested in seeing that video, I'll link it below where I talk about my behind the scenes experience on Say Yes to the Dress. So we had lots of events leading up to and after the actual ceremony and reception. We had a fun welcome party, we had the rehearsal dinner, we had the ceremony and reception, and then the thing that my friends still talk about to this day is actually the day after the wedding, we had a huge pool party at the W Pool. Our wedding was on a Friday, so this pool party was on a Saturday. So they had a DJ, and I mean, it was just such a fun way to just relax and reminisce on the wedding weekend with all of my friends that were in town. So after the pool party, the next day we actually had a farewell brunch. And a really fun fact that not a lot of people know is it's a tradition in my family to actually have a donkey at your wedding. So the whole weekend, I didn't think I was gonna get to have my donkey at the wedding because none of our venues would allow for it. And my mom actually surprised me, and at the farewell brunch, it was at her house, and she made it kind of fiesta themed, and we had a donkey, and it was so fun and such a good surprise and a really fun way to end the weekend. So I'm so excited to be married. If you don't know my husband, you gotta look him up. His name is Burt Garcia. He is a Dallas-based artist. He does amazing live pieces, commission work, murals, the whole 9 yards. His Instagram is actually Burt Garcia Designs if you're interested. So I just love him. We had such a great experience at our wedding, and I'm so glad that I got to share with you guys a little bit behind the scenes and a little more information about my wedding. If you have any questions for me, definitely leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. I just thought it'd be kind of fun and interesting to see how a wedding planner plans her own wedding, what goes into it, what the feelings are, and the outcome of it. So if you have any more questions for me, definitely feel free to ask. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you do subscribe and definitely follow us on Instagram here, and then use our hashtag AYWLove. Bye, babes.